I'm Nathan, the manager of the Caledonian Club, and we are Glasgow Caledonian University's outreach, or one of their outreach and community engagement projects. The Caledonian Club has 5 partner primary schools, and we engaged with each one of them on the Water for All project. So we had St Bartholomew's, we had St Monica's Milton Primary, we had Elmvale, Cumstraden and Hag Hill Park Primary. We engaged with each of those primary schools and engage with the primary 6 pupils within each.
We are working on the Water for All project from the Scottish Government's Climate Justice Fund, and this project is being rolled out in Malawi and Zambia with some elements of capacity building and knowledge exchange here in Scotland.
The Scottish Government recently has created a fund, which is the Climate Justice Fund, and this fund is to support initiatives that engage in tackling the issue of climate justice, because a certain degree of awareness, I would say, has been created in Scottish society as regards to this. It's moving on from the climate change aspect to climate justice.
The idea for the launch was to break it down from the most minute starting point. What is water?
Welcome along to the Science Show Theatre. My name is Gemma and we're here today to do a show called Water, Water Everywhere, especially for you guys. My first question is a really easy one. What is water? How would you describe water? You can drink it. We need to drink water in order to survive. It can be in a bottle, yeah, we're quite lucky here, aren't we? We can buy bottled water, which is fresh for us to drink. We use it a lot. We need to use water every day, don't we? Humans need water.
So session 2 really got them to think about their partner country. They were properly introduced to either Malawi or Zambia, and we split that across the 5 schools.
They looked at things such as culture, food, land use, water use. They looked at this, they created a poster about it to present to each of the other groups within their class. So they learned within a small group and then they fed back and tried to teach the other groups within their school.
In Zambia they sell coppers, sugar and tobacco. Many women work in farms and get clean water, while the boys go to towns and cities to get jobs and bring back fresh water and food.
Session 3 took place at the Piping Centre and it also took place at Glasgow Caledonian University. That was very much about trying to get our head around terms which had been introduced at points, and whilst definitions had been given, there hadn't been really the amount of focus that there needed to be to help pupils understand what it was. We have 3 main tasks to do today. We're hoping to talk to you about weather versus climate. So try and help you guys identify what's the difference between weather and what's the difference between climate, and thinking about a term called climate change. We're also then going to introduce something called climate injustice. And then the last thing that we're going to do today is we're going to try and get to think about what it is that we might be able to do that will have an impact on climate change and climate injustice.
So session 3 really focused on what the injustice is and started to think about solution sort of based approaches, so little things that we can do here and maybe things we can do nationally that might actually have an impact on climate injustice.
From a personal perspective, seeing them at the end in session 3, that there was an energy about them, that they did actually feel important and that they had a role to play.
I would like to think that these children will become aware of the fact that the world is not just the way it is, to create new global citizens, people who will be aware of that the world has to be different.
I hope that Zambia gets all the water that they need and they be
treated and fairly and like we do.
I hope that one day they'll get nice clean water and water pumps all around Zambia for those people that live in wee small towns and rural areas.
Thank you very much for inviting us to come and participate in this project. We've had an amazing time. Children have learned so much throughout the last few months doing this project, and hopefully we can continue this in the future.